Hi Leo, this is your October 28th through November 3rd weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already involved with somebody. In the third spread, your favorite spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you this week. Spread number 4 will be work, business, and finances. And the fifth, the final spread, will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week, Leo. We have the Ten of Wands clarified by the Chariot. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Magician clarified by the High Priestess. In the potential outcome, we have the Four of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles and the Sun. And we also have Death on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing maybe with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Gemini, and we have you. Perhaps you're dealing with another Leo. This is like a very radical reading, to be honest with you, because it goes from somebody is like struggling, and it goes from there to somebody being the happiest person on the planet. Right? I'm a little bit exaggerating because I don't know anything about the level of happiness of billions of people on the planet, but you get the idea. It's like you're going from somebody who is like, oh my God, what can I do? What should I do? Everything is falling apart, to, oh my God, it's so good. I'm so happy. All right. Some of you could be like literally struggling on the side of a road with a flat tire, and somebody will pull over and help you. Right? This whole reading, the main spread on the left could be about that. Right? So let's talk about that. We start with the Ten of Wands, and it's followed up by the Nine of Swords. Right? The Ten of Wands and the Nine of Swords, these are not happy cards. These are not cards of somebody who is enjoying life. These are not cards of somebody who is like, yay, celebrating something. Quite the opposite. Those two cards are talking about somebody struggling, and they're like on the brink of complete... Alright, I'm not going to go there, right? So the Ten of Wands is a card of a struggle, literally a card of a struggle. Or it's just too much burden, too much stuff going on, too many responsibilities, what have you. The Nine of Swords, the next card over, is a card of somebody who is really, really nervous, really, really stressed out. Somebody who is like, oh my God, I'm so like sad. I'm not gonna use like other words. This is a sad person, somebody who is perhaps struggling and they're sad because of that. The Chariot, clarifying the Ten of Wands, could be a Cancer you're dealing. By the way, it could be the other way around. The roles could be reversed. Perhaps you're gonna help somebody and somebody else is struggling, right? But the Chariot is a card of victory and success. It's also a card of transportation. Maybe, like I said, you're having like car problems. And you're stuck on the side of a road, and somebody will pull over and help you, right? The Chariot is also a card of literally moving. Maybe you're like trying to move from one place to another, and you're struggling with all the furniture, what have you. Maybe you're pushing down the cart to the parking lot, and you got too much stuff in the car. I don't know. Right? It could be more radical than that, because we have Death on the bottom of the deck. Could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, but Death for most of you, it's transformation. It's transformation of your life. For some of you, perhaps Death. Maybe you're a widow or widower, right? Some of you could be. I'm not predicting any fatal events this week with the Death card, but Death, perhaps that's what happened in the past, or I tend to think that Death is the transformation of your life, okay? Because on the right side of the Death card, I don't know if you can see it, but on the right side of the Death card, in the middle of it, there is a rising sun. There's a sunrise, right? Right next to the deck, we have the sun. We have the sun. It's that same sun. By the way, the sun is also your major arcana card, just so you know. In the middle of this reading, we have the Magician clarified by the High Priestess. I think the Magician is the person who is going to come into your life and help you turn things around, right? The Magician's got all the tools they need at their disposal, and they're using those tools. So maybe this is somebody who is like very creative. If you hit a wall, if you don't know what to do, this person will think of a way to get through that wall, right? The Magician, maybe this is a very resourceful individual. Maybe they've got connections, or maybe, I don't know, but I think the Magician is going to come in and things will change. The High Priestess, clarifying the Magician, it's a card of intuition. It's also a card of like deep knowing. It's also a card of a secret. I don't know. For some of you, maybe this person is a tarot reader, like me. Yeah. But in the potential outcome, we have the Four of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles and the Sun. As already mentioned, the Sun is your major arcana card, but at the same time, it's the happiest card in the deck. It really is the happiest card in the deck. The Four of Wands, the first card in there, it is a card of a commitment of marriage. To me, the Four of Wands always reminds me of an actual wedding. That card is often referred to as the 11-11 card, and the Knight of Pentacles in the middle could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but the Knight of Pentacles is all about planning, right? This is also the most financially abundant Knight out of all four Knights. It's a card of planning ahead, planning the future, you know. It's the most serious and grounded Knight out of all four Knights. So yeah, Leo, one interesting reading. You're going from one extreme to being the happiest person. Alright, really happy for you, Leo. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Leo, this spread is for you. We have the Knight of Cups, the Sun, the Four of Swords, clarified by the Nine of Cups, and we also have the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So here's the deal, Leo. This is a PG-13 video. Alright? But having said that, I think you two will have a very romantic and passionate time together, if you know what I mean. Alright, that's what I see here. Right, we have the Knight of Cups, the most loving and romantic Knight out of all four Knights, but we also have the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. It's the most passionate Ace out of all four aces, alright? And at the end we have the Four of Swords, clarified by the Nine of Cups. I was kind of wondering what that Four of Swords means, right? And I simply asked, so what is it about? And the Nine of Cups showed up. The Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true, and it's a card of satisfaction. So the Four of Swords may be taking a rest, or maybe spending time together in a, you know, laying down, if you know what I mean. Alright, that's what I think is happening here. Alright? Read between the lines, Leo. By the way, speaking of you, the Sun is your major arcana card, and the Sun keeps showing up for you. Alright? The first spread had the Sun, the new love spread had the Sun, and now this one has the Sun. Alright? It's always a good sign to have your own major arcana card in your own reading, and in this reading it's the only major arcana card. So you're definitely in the center of attention. It looks like, yeah, your person is gonna, you know, do something special, do something romantic for you. You could be going somewhere, or maybe you're gonna be staying home. I don't know. Alright? Cool. Let's see if anybody wants to get back together with you, Leo, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent next. We have the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, clarified by Judgment. And we also have the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Leo, what the heck happened? Did this person steal something from you and you caught him? And you chased them out, or you chased after this person, but they ran away? Whatever they stole, I don't know. That's how it feels. It's like this person is a thief, like literally a thief. Okay? And maybe you'll be hearing from this person this week, and they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry I took this from you. Here it's back. I want to give it back to you. Okay? That's how it feels. Or maybe this person cheated on you, and you caught him. Right? And then you got all pissed off at them, and they deserved it. They did something dishonest, and you caught them. Right? And if you can think of someone like that, that would be the person coming back. Right? The King of Pentacles, that is. Most likely an Earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody with a lot of Earth in their chart. Or maybe they're, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Right? But that's how it feels. It's like this person regrets cheating you, regrets lying to you, regrets stealing from you. Right? And they're going to express their regret. I don't know what you're going to do about this, though. Alright? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Leo, this week. We have the Three of Swords, clarified by the Nine of Wands. We have the Hierophant, clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. We also have Temperance, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Sagittarius, or absolutely any zodiac sign. This is a very specific spread. Leo. This will apply to you if at some point in the past, maybe distant past, not so distant past, you either got fired or you got laid off, or maybe they promoted somebody else instead of you, or they accused you of something and that wasn't true. You know, something among those lines. There was a lie, or you were mistreated, or you got fired, something like that. They broke your heart with the Three of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Your heart was broken, but it was related to work, business, and finances, right? And as a result of that, you are the person in the Nine of Wands. This is a wounded warrior. So this week, it's like either justice will be served, even though there is no justice card on the table. It kind of feels like it's either a reversal of what happened in the past, or you'll be compensated for what they did to you. And this compensation could be coming from the same company, from the same whatever that you were dealing with in the past, or it could be a new job, or it could be something new that comes in to replace. The universe is gonna bring you something to make sure justice is served in the form of a new job or what have you. That's what I think the remaining cards on the table are, starting from the Hierophant to the right? These are some good cards, some serious cards, right? The Hierophant and Temperance are major arcana cards, right? The Hierophant is when everything is done by the book. The Hierophant could be you know, maybe literally the judicial system, or maybe an HR department, or something. You know, it's something like traditional, serious, formal, official. So it could be like a formal, official offer, or something like that. The Ten of Pentacles, clarifying it, is a card of money, like literally a lot of money. Financial. It's a card of financial abundance. It's also a card of family and real estate. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So I think this is where that decision comes in. The decision to reverse something, or to just a decision to compensate you, to a decision to do something for you. All right, and that will bring closure and peace, right? Temperance, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, that's it right there. Temperance is a card of healing. For some of you, perhaps it's literally healing. Maybe you got hurt in the past. All right. And the Page of Pentacles could be like paperwork. You'll receive paperwork, official paperwork, where it says we're sorry, or you got the job, you got the money, you got this, you got that. Or it could be something from the court or government or something like that. The Page of Pentacles could be like an initial payment if you're going to be placed on like a structured payment plan. So maybe this is like the first payment out of many. All right, Leo? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Leo. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. We have Judgment. And we also have the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You're probably dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, so yeah, what you're not expecting is this Queen of Swords either maybe wanting to do something, to go somewhere, to buy something, to file paperwork, maybe, and somehow you're part of it. You will have to make a judgment call. All right, Judgment right next to the deck. Perhaps that's where you come in. You will have to make some sort of a judgment call. Maybe you have your vote in this, or you still somehow are affected by this. Okay, and the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Page of Pentacles. This is that air sign showing up. Right, and the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight out of all four knights, so maybe there is a trip, travel coming up, or maybe this person needs to like act really quick, because yeah. The Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is a card of collaboration, cooperation, or just getting together, doing something together with a group of people. For others of you, you're still dealing with this Queen of Swords, but perhaps this is somebody showing back up from the past. Right? Judgment could be a card of somebody coming back from the past. And maybe that's what you're not expecting. And again, they could be traveling, or they could be filing paperwork, or maybe they will offer you to go somewhere on a trip together with that Page of Pentacles, or maybe they will give you something. Okay. All right, or maybe they will buy like tickets to a game, to a show, and they will tell you, you know what, I got these 2 tickets that landed on my lap. Would you like to come with me? You know, something along those lines, Leo. All right, but yeah, that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Leo, have an amazing week.